Hi guys, it is me Stace. I am back again today with another Cricut Explore video, also our 3D Thursday project. Today we are making this really fun little Valentine's Day box. I have little candy hearts in that little window right there, and I stamped Happy Valentine's Day on it. It can be for a birthday, anniversary, really any occasion you want to, but really fun little box to put together. Let's go to the computer and we'll get started. Alrighty, at the computer you want to go to cricut.com/design. You're going to see this screen here. Upper left hand corner, click on where it says account. Sign in, then enter in your email and your password. When you see your name in that green box, that verifies you are logged in. You want to go down and click on Create New Project. Left-hand side toolbar, click on Insert Images. And we're going to change this from all images to cartridges, so click on that. In the search window, type in the word box, B-O-X. And the one we're using is called Box It Up. So go to the right and click on View All Images. The box you're making is right there. It has the two little hearts on the outside. Click on that, insert the images to your mat. Now you'll notice the box come in all grouped together. So what I did is I took my box to my upper left hand corner, used my arrow keys, and brought that down to be about 5 by 5. Now I'll share with you guys real quick on how I determine the size of the box, because right here it's kind of hard to to see how wide or tall your box is going to be. So we're going to have your box selected, right click on it to ungroup it. We're going to bring this piece down, that's our lid. This is our inside panel. Then we have our two side pieces here. So if you look at this piece, that piece here, this bottom box is going to go inside there where the hearts are. So that kind of tells us how wide our box is and how tall our box is. This piece here is for our lid. That will tell us how deep our box is. So we're going to put all these pieces back and lining them up the best you can. Alright, go to your left hand side toolbar, click on Insert Shapes. I'm going to grab the square. I'm going to click on it twice to give me two squares. Now I'm going to take each square and line them up with these pieces here. So I'm going to bring this one up, lining up the corner. And you're just going to, just doing this for a guesstimate. Unlock that lock. And then bringing that over to be the same size. Do the same for this one. Bring that one up. Unlock it. Oop. Drag it to be about the same size. Okay, now we can take these ones and put this piece that goes to our box back on our box. Go to your layer panel and click on your two squares here. I'm going to make each one be white so it's easier for me to see. Change that one back to white. Okay, now put them back on your box so they're on the outside. So if you need to right click on it, move to front, you can do that. All right, take your left mouse button across all your pieces, right click, and then click on Group. So now our two pieces are grouped together. So we had our sized the whole thing to be about 5 by 5. If I bring this down and make the entire thing about 7 by 7, I can go on my box, right click to ungroup it. Click on this piece here. We know that's our side panel piece. Go to your edit panel. I can see my box in width will be about 5.29 wide by about 2.68 tall. And as far as depth, my box is going to be about 1.5. So the entire box size will be, on this side scale will be about 5.3 wide, 2.68 tall, and 1.5 deep. I can remove those. We're not going to cut them out. We were using them just to determine how big our box was. I'm going to go back and grab all my pieces. Just go to your top toolbar, click on Select All, right click to group them back together. So now you want to cut that box out, you can. And you would just do the same thing with them two white pieces on top to determine what size box you want. I'm going to go back and readjust them back to 5 by 5 where we were. All right, go ahead and click on Go. Now you'll see here for the size box we're using, you're going to need one piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and then just a scrap piece here for the cover the inside of it. All right, go ahead and click on Go. I'm going to cut these out, and we'll go to the table and put the box together. Alrighty guys, I am back. All the pieces are cut out. I'm first going to share with you a few things I did regarding the two box halves. If you look at the box, you're going to see there's a score mark right at the very bottom with a little piece there. I went and took my paper trimmer and I cut that score mark off, and I'll share with you why in a minute. And I cut it, I don't know, about 1/8 of an inch shy of where the score mark was. You don't need to be exact here. Now you're going to see this piece, but it makes the box to get together a little bit easier. If do the same on that piece. There's that small score mark. Cut it on the inside of the score mark. About, like I said, about a, 1/8 of an inch or so. All right. All right, now we can take our box. Let's work on this one first, the solid one. Go to finger press all your score marks. All right, and then we're gonna give them a good crease at your bone folder. Yeah, I must have tried this box, no joke, probably about 5 times before I figured out how to put it together. I was having one of them moments, I think. Alright, so look, if you look at the box here, this piece that we just cut off is going to get folded over like that. Okay, that's why they had it being the exact same size. When you put your box together, it was too tight here and it didn't fold right. Alright, now we have the piece with the window and the 2 pieces they cut out here. And again, this is like the same exact size of the piece there. So I'm going to trim this piece and the other one as well. Again, you're just taking a smidgen off of it on the long end and the short. And then this piece as well, a smidgen off the long end or the short end and off this long end. Okay, that one went way crooked, and that's okay because that's going to be on the inside of our box anyway. Just going to fix that real quick, or try to. It is what it is, right? We're going to do that. All right, now we can take this piece and we're going to glue this down to it. Take the glue you want to use. I'm just going to basically put this around the heart. You don't need a whole lot because we're going to fold that flap over, remember? I said put this piece in there, make sure it's inside your score marks. Okay, I think we're good. All right, now we can take all these ones and crease our score marks. I might need a tad bit more glue on that piece. I see it, yeah. It was kind of buckling on me. Okay. Now I put this back down there. Take 2 on this box. It's a really cute box, but I'm telling you, it's giving me a headache today. Alrighty. Score all those. See, if we did not cut that, it would have been the same size as our square that we're making, and it would have made the box a lot more difficult to put together. Do this one here, that one there, and then this side as well. Okay, that is all done. All right, now we have that other little piece, that yellow piece. Now if you want to put that here, you could. I'm actually going to use a piece of window or acetate here for that side. I like being able to see through my box a little bit. Yep, not that piece, stays this piece, the acetate one. And again, make sure that it's inside the score marks. That art glitter glue is awesome, but it dries super quick. Now I think I'm too big going over. Okay, just fix it as you go along, right? Alright, now go ahead and finger press all these score marks for the lid. Yeah, I want to apologize real quick for not doing a video yesterday, my Whatever Wednesday video. Oh my gosh, it was such a bad day yesterday. I wanted to go back to bed and just crawl in bed, you know, and just not even think of the world. Kind of one of the weeks you want to redo and take over and take off the calendar altogether. Yeah, just a bad day in general. And I will do a video maybe this weekend explaining what happened. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fold all these in. All our little flaps as well. And we're just about done with the scoring and assembly. Alright, now I want to take this piece. Like I said, we're going to take these 2 ends. It's going to fold over like that. And this does 2 things. It's going to actually hide your piece of paper that you put there. and also reinforce the top of the box where the lid's going to go. Versus it being a single piece of cardstock, it's now doubled over. Okay, put some glue there. Alright, that one's done. Put some glue here. You don't need a whole lot of it. You know, it's going to go on the inside. Just something to hold it down. Like I said, if we didn't trim that, it would have met up with that square mark we have there, and it would have made the box really, really bulky. Okay, we are good with that. Now to assemble it, you're going to take some glue on that one, little flap there. Hold that down, put some glue on it. I just bring it over, lining up the top and the bottom of my box, and give it a squish. And put lines up on the outside as well. And you can always use a really pretty glittery paper there on that side. Alright, put glue on this flap as well over here. And then bring it around. And I want to apologize, the box that I cut is, remember I said it was 5 by 5 in Design Space? It was not. It was actually 6 by 6. And I took the whole box, brought it into Design Space. It was already a group, and I just dried it down to be a 6 by 6 box. Alright, so there we have our box. I'm just going to kind of make that. Alright, now you want to form the bottom, and this is where I always have difficulty with, because I always forget how these go. Alright, give me a second here to kind of figure this out. I just put it together too. I think this comes down. Yep, okay, that's going to come down. Your little side panel here is going to go under like that, maybe. Maybe. Doesn't look like it's fitting there very well. I am doing it right? Okay, we're going to have it like that, and then this piece is going to kind of come down and tuck in right there. There we go, it's going. There we go. Okay. Gonna flatten all that out. That's what our piece here is for. Just to go and hide all that. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this fits in there, even though I cut it horribly crooked. I just think it finishes up the box and then brings that color that you use on the outside on the inside. Okay? Alright, so we have that. Now let's work on the top of our box, the lid here. We have the 4 little flaps. I take my scissors, I'm going to trim on the flap, on the outside of the flap a little bit on each one. Okay, this way, if you look here, our flap is straight. When you fold it over, it's going to create a little bit of hangover there where you're able to see it. So you're just going to trim that off a little bit. Alright, now put glue on the flaps here, the flap here, and then fold them over. Just bring your sidewall up to create the box. Do this one as well. There we go, just hold that. It's a pretty easy box to put together once you go through 3 of them and figure it out. Alright, then one more here, and here. Okay, just bring up your sides. Tuck that one in, and bring up that side. You do want to let it sit for a second. Even though the art glitter glue dries really quick, just give it a second. Alright, while that's drying, let's grab a stamp here. I'm going to be using, where are they at? I'm using the May May made a stamp called Happy. I'm going to use the little banner piece here, the Happy and the Valentine's Day. And I already have, I'm using So Saffron from my yellow color. And I already have the Happy Valentine's Day on my block. Ink that up. Stamp that down. Alright, then I'm going to go in with the other color, the rose red, which is the color of my box itself, with the banner piece. I find doing this, the greeting part before I do the banner, allows me to line the banner up a little better. I'm going to bring it down here so I can kind of see it better. And we'll bring that down and stamp. Beautiful. Alright, now I can set that aside, let this dry for a second. And we're going to go in and do a little bit of fussy cutting. Now this is super easy to fussy cut. It's just a straight line. Even though when I'm done, it will not be straight, but that's okay. Just go ahead and cut a little bit of border around that. down this way. Okay, and I want to go ahead and cut on the flag piece, the pennant piece there. Isn't that cute? Love that. Alright, so that's going to go on the top of our box, just like that. But now I want to fill the box up. Now what I'm going to do, look at my box here. I have little candy hearts. Love those. I don't like putting candy that's not in a wrapper inside my box, only because it got glued, it got fingerprints all kind of going in there. So I'm going to take a little, what is this, a 4x6 cellophane bag. And I'm going to actually cut it to be a little bit taller than my box. Just a smidgen. Okay. Alright, now take some candy. Hubby got these big old bag of candy hearts. Oh gosh. Another one of my favorite candies. Put a few hearts in here. I'm going to bring it in my box. Now you'll see this bag don't fit in our box all the way. And I'm going to share with you guys what you can do with that. Okay, so put the candies in here. I hope part of it don't come I just dropped a whole bunch on the floor. That's a kind of wonky one. Alright. Okay, I'm going to bring this candy box all the way, or the bag, all the way to the one side. Okay, just kind of really fill it with the candy hearts. These are the jumbo ones. I thought that when I was a kid they were littler. I'm not sure though. Alright. Okay, so now we have that empty spot over here. So what you can do is take a piece of printer paper and cut it. I'll grab my printer paper. Okay, just 8.5 by 11. And my box height we know is what, 2? About 2 inches. I'm going to cut this a little bit bigger than that. I'm going to go 2 1/4. So yeah, my paper is going to be 2 1/4 by 8.5. Okay. Then just grab a pencil. So if you're giving this to somebody, you know, you can always write a little note in here. Maybe ideas for a date or just, you know, happy birthday greeting. I mean, you can put these. It doesn't need to be a Valentine's Day box, you know. So cut that, roll it up, and then put that right there, and that's kind of going to help the paper from, or help the box not shift. Okay, so we put the lid back on, make sure our lid fits. Nope, wrong way. Okay, on that side. I have the hearts on the front of me. Re-roll this guy up. Okay, pop that there. So your little love note goes there, your candy hearts go here, and then when you put the lid on, you're able to see the candy hearts through that little window. Okay, come on, box. There we go. Isn't that cute? Love that. Alright, now we're going to grab this piece. I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to fix that candy heart. I'm seeing the bag. I don't want to see the bag. Okay, just really shove them over there. Okay. I'm probably going to make my bag a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Alright, so we got our lid on. Isn't that cute? Really fun little box. You can always go in there and hide, contour all them pieces out, just make it a solid box as well. Alright, put a little bit of glue on the back of this guy here. We're going to plop that on there. Now them 2 little pieces that you cut out here, save them. Or save one of them. Put some glue on there. Bring that up right here. And then the smaller one we have, go in and take a dimensional or foam tape, whatever you're using. And then plop that one on there. Isn't that fun? How cute is that? So there's that box, and then this one over here, if I can find the lid. So again, I cut these out at a 6x6 in Design Space. When they came in all grouped together, they were 6x6. But how fun are they, right? Cute. Any questions at all, guys, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.